Hi guys, long time no see. It's Margarita Skyping, and I know that most of you do know me. I know that most of you follow me for the vlog that I used to do for I think 2 years straight, sometimes even daily, when we came from Canada to Florida and settled in Boca Raton. But I am changing the channel a little bit, so if you are here because you joined me from the vlogs, I'm going to change the channel to what I originally wanted to be. And originally the channel idea was Family Daylife and the day life of any family. I am planning to give you a lot of good information, a lot of useful information for all the families out there, no matter what stage you're going at. So this will be more of a platform for advices, for things that I can share that are helpful for me and my big family, and hopefully helpful for you as well. I have 4 kids, as you all know from all my videos, and the big news of this video is that we are pregnant with baby number 5. So this is amazing because we always wanted a lot of kids, and I'm feeling really, really blessed because the other kids are more older now. So I feel like this pregnancy is very special because we are all waiting for that baby. The kids as well, because all of them are old enough to kind of know that the baby is coming and expected, and they ask a lot of questions. So it's very interesting. In this video, I'm going to talk about first trimester, the first trimester that I went through. I didn't do any videos during the first trimester, and I will explain why. But onwards from this first trimester, I will do videos so that you're up to date on the weekly feelings, on the weekly pregnancy, and also everything else that involves big family and being pregnant with number 5. Without further ado, let's talk about the first trimester first. The most important thing that I want to say is that, let me tell you, I'm 40 years old. I should state that because I had kids in 20s, 30s, and this is obviously my pregnancy when I'm 40. Does it make a big difference? I get that asked a lot, so I will get that out of the way. It does make a big difference. I do feel more tired and less energetic than I normally would. When I was pregnant in 20s and 30s, I didn't really feel it. I was running around as my own schedule, other than being hungry or a little bit sleepy in the first trimester. I didn't feel the pregnancy. I am one of those fortunate women that have a good pregnancy. I have a really tiny amount of nausea in my 20s and 30s with all of my 4 kids. So in this 40s pregnancy, everything kind of switched to be a little bit different. And I wanted to talk about that in case you are in the later stage of your ages and you're freaking out. Don't, because it is going to be a different pregnancy than if you remember in 20s or 30s, if this is not your first child. So I do feel very, very tired, and that really, really shook me off because I'm a very active person. I used to, well, pre-pregnancy, used to go to gym every day at 5:15 a.m. You know, used to be super crazy about smoothies and healthy, and you know, I drink my celery juice. I love medical medium. This is also on my channel. You can take a look at my celery juice videos. I do believe in celery juice. And once I got pregnant, everything just shifted to me having no energy. I didn't want smoothies. I didn't want celery juice. I wanted to sleep constantly. For the first, I want to say 4 to 6 weeks, just couldn't have my eyes open, just wanted to sleep all the time. And as you know, we can't do that because everybody has work and kids and cleaning and cooking. And so that was very challenging for me in this pregnancy. All the time feeling sleepy was very, very challenging. I used to just, get myself out, force myself out, and I didn't feel good about it because I knew my body really wanted rest. So at first I tried to deny it and try to fight it. And at about 6 to 8 weeks, I started just giving in because I knew that it's not healthy to just fight it off. So I changed my schedule entirely. I took everything out. I took out the gym. I took out my morning smoothies, my celery juicing. Why I took it out? Because that whole thing takes a lot of time. I used to do that for the whole family, and so I had a really crazy morning schedule, not to mention that I had to get 4 kids out of the way to school and my husband to work. So it was really crazy. So I took all of that out and I let myself breathe. So if you're out there and you're trying to fight that whole fatigue and wanting to rest and sleep, don't, because I came across an article that said, in case you don't remember, you are not working for 1, you're working for 2. And even though you don't see it, your body is really going through a lot of work behind the scenes inside your body. So you know, I didn't want to feel guilty for not getting my to-do lists done. So all I did is giving in, and I changed all my to-do lists to being more free, to letting myself have that half an hour nap when I need it in the morning, even when kids are gone and husband is off to work. If I needed that half an hour nap, I did it. So my number one advice to you, if you're pregnant out there, don't fight it. Go for your naps. Don't let yourself fight it and think that something is wrong, because it's not. Your body really needs the rest. And I want you to know that it will pass, because I used to feel some of the days that this is it. I'll be like this for the next 9 months. And it's silly because it's not my first pregnancy, and still here I am thinking that. So that's really wrong. Let yourself loose, let yourself rest. Don't worry about any of those things. Don't worry if something's not done at home, or if the laundry is sticking around in the bin. You are okay. You can do these things as you go. You don't need the perfectly clean house. You don't need the perfectly clean kitchen. You can ask your kids if they're older, or your husband to help out, because you really need the rest. Your body really needs to do the work. So my first advice, take it easy and just let yourself loose and let yourself rest. Number 2, I had a really bad nausea with this pregnancy. Worse than all my other pregnancies, much worse. I don't know what it has to do with age or not age. But the only thing that really helped me with the nausea is these Preggo Pop drops. They are available on Amazon. Everything that I'm going to show you in this video, I will link down below if you want to check them out on Amazon. Most of the stuff I buy is off of Amazon. No, I don't get paid for promoting any of these products, but I did want to make a video for, you know, all of you who are in the same situation as me, who could use this advice. So these are natural, amazing, drug-free. They are super tasty. They look like this. They come in several flavors. I think it's like lime and pear and some other cherry or whatnot. So I'm actually down to my last one, so I'm gonna order some more. I don't have nausea right now because I am done with my first trimester, but I still do sometimes, and it only happens when I eat heavy foods as opposed to all the time. So I do want to say to all of you out there that if your nausea is not going away, do believe that second trimester is coming, and it does get better. So my first trimester was horrible. These are the things that I ate almost all the time. Even at night, if I woke up with a really bad nausea, I would just pop one of these. Because honestly, it's really hard to do anything when you're nauseous all the time, because it's kind of on the background, you know? So hang in there, ladies. I know it doesn't feel like it's gonna be over, but it will. These do help, so give it a go. I don't think they're too expensive, but I will link the Amazon link to these below. Now, in terms of the vitamins, let's talk about that. I used to take these. I heard a lot of good reviews about them. The Honest Company, they're also from Amazon. Prenatal Once Daily. They are fantastic in the terms of what they have. They have amazing supplements. They're really good because the supplements are actually absorbent by your body, just because this company is really good about, from what I read and from what I felt, it was good. The only I stopped these, and the only problem why I stopped these is because it has iron, and iron for me always gives constipation. So I stopped these because it would give me constipation. So if you try these and you feel like they give you constipation, this is just the iron in them. You can try to find prenatal supplements without iron in them. I did find one brand, but when I talked to my doctor, you know, she told me that they're not necessary, especially if I'm the type of person that has all the other vitamins. So I do take my Vimergy vitamins for B12, for C, for magnesium and all that stuff. I love Vimergy. I don't know if you ever heard of that brand, but they are probably one of the #1 brand for me in terms of absorption. So your body is not going to absorb all the vitamins the same way, and the companies that make the vitamins are also not the same. In my opinion, Vimergy, which is what Medical Medium recommends, is one of the best companies for vitamins, because I have noticed on me throughout all these years just a difference when I start taking their vitamins right away. So I know that they're being absorbed by my body. I will also link Vimergy vitamins down below, which I take. So I just opted out in taking this, which is what my doctor recommended. It's Folic Acid. It's just a regular brand. I don't know, I think it was 10 bucks or maybe 15. It's just an essential B vitamin. You know, folic acid is recommended to take for any pregnant woman throughout all your pregnancy, even before, I think, if you're trying to conceive. Now, funny story. I had my 4 other kids in Canada, and believe it or not, I never took folic acid. I don't know what happened. I don't remember any of my doctors recommending it. I don't know if maybe they thought it was given. So I didn't end up taking it. And the only reason I'm making this point is because don't freak out if until this point you never heard of folic acid or didn't take it. I don't think it's necessary if you're somewhat on a balanced diet. Like, I've always been good with diet by eating greens and smoothies, and so I don't know, I never took folic acid with any of my 4 kids and they turned out fine. So I just want to say, don't stress about it if you haven't taken it yet. It is good to take it as a precaution, especially if you're closer to 40, because I feel like closer to 40 your body is just not the same in terms of, you know, absorption, vitamins and all that stuff. So but I do want to stress this out in case you're freaking out that I've never taken folic acid. This is the first pregnancy I do. It does absolutely nothing to me. I don't feel any effect from it. I take it at night every single day. I think it says to take it with food, but I tend to take it at night. I eat quite late. So I eat quite late at around maybe 8. So, and I go to sleep at around 9:30 to 10. So it's not bad in terms of like taking it with food, because I eat a late dinner. If you're not a late dinner eater, if you eat at like 6, maybe you can take folic acid after your dinner. So that's that. The other thing I wanted to talk about is my lips, which is weird to talk about lips when you're pregnant. However, in the first trimester, I did find my skin get more dry and my lips were very, very dry. I did go for this Summer Fridays. I believe I got it at Sephora. I have it on right now. It's just super simple, easy, feels like Vaseline. But I did want to say that because I don't know why, but the skin did get dry. For all my other skin needs, I do use this Vaseline Healing Cocoa Jelly, and I do recommend for you to get it. Any Vaseline to even put on your belly, because you will get something on your belly. Most people do. If you're one of those percentage that will have a clean belly, good for you. But most people get some stretch marks or something on their belly. And honestly, the sooner you start putting Vaseline in your belly, the better, because it stretches every day, even though you can't see it. So in my opinion, the sooner you start doing this, the better. I have tried other brands. I know there's so many pregnancy lotions and things on the market. I did do them with the other kids. And to be honest with you, I came up with a simple Vaseline with my last 2 pregnancies, were just fine. And it worked just the same as the $30, $40 creams that are prenatal creams with cocoa butter. I know there's a whole bunch of creams online that are available now. You want to feel fancy, get one of those. You are on budget, get Vaseline, and you're good to go. It's honestly, it stays all night. It's very good. I know some people don't like the greasy effect of it, but it is really good. You can also use it for your lips if you feel like you don't want to get a fancy lipstick or anything like that. Okay, one more thing I want to talk about is these papaya enzymes. It's because with the eating, because of the nausea in the first trimester, you're gonna feel that if you eat something heavy like lasagna or I don't know, something greasy, chicken wings, pizza, whatever, you will feel nausea / that food is not going to go away that easily. I find that in the first trimester, the food just stays in your stomach for longer than it should, especially if you eat big meals. So one of my points is to eat smaller meals, but more frequent if you can. If you can't, then if you're doing something greasy like a pizza or lasagna, make sure you have some veggies or salad with it, just because it will help to digest it better. If you still feel heavy on your stomach, you know that feeling when you're just heavy, and it doesn't even have to be from eating a lot. It was really funny because I don't eat a lot, and in the first trimester, I would eat something small and I would still feel that heaviness, and I couldn't figure it out. I didn't overeat, so why am I feeling this? And so later I figured out that it was just the way it is. And these papaya enzymes, they're just digestive enzymes. They are great for even kids. They're super safe. My kids eat them too. You know, they are like chewable, so they're like candy. I urge you to get them even if you're not pregnant, because if you're going to a party, you know, some family party where you know you're gonna eat a lot, pop one of these before food. And if you forgot before food, after food, about 2 to 3, you will feel a difference right away. Like, you will come out with the heavy feeling of the stomach, and then in about 10-15 minutes, you will feel like everything got digested. They are miracle things for me. I love them. I have been eating them for maybe the last 5 years. So I do think that anybody can benefit from these. I have recommended them to all my friends and family, and I think almost everyone who knows me has these by now. Again, I don't get paid by this company. I don't even know where this company comes from. I did try different ones. I'll be honest with you, I tried a different papaya enzymes, and I think this is papain it's called, but none of them work the same. This is the only brand that works as a good digestive enzyme. So here it is. Okay, so other than that, I wanted to talk about something stressful, but I do want to talk about it because I feel like it can benefit some other women out there. When I turned 39, so I just turned 40, and so when I turned 39, that was last year, we went through a miscarriage, and it was really painful. I can talk about it now because a lot of time passed, but back then it was a really wanted baby. We really wanted that baby, and I got into a car accident. It was near my home. I was just gonna get coffee with my husband before work. I was going on a left light, completely on a green light, so it was my lane to go. I was the third car on the left lane, so I was moving very slowly, and out of nowhere, this woman going across, which is obviously supposed to stop so we can go on the left lane, didn't stop because she didn't see the red light. I was in SUV and she was in a regular four-door car. Basically, because she was going like 80 miles on a regular road, she went right under me and my SUV started spinning, and I spinned, and I was pregnant. I remember coming out of this accident crying because I knew that I was pregnant, and the most important thing to me was not losing the baby. I don't remember how I got out of the car. I don't remember anything. I remember ambulance, I remember police coming, I remember telling them that I'm pregnant. And when we went to the hospital, I was still pregnant. They still detected the heartbeat, but I must have lost it like that night or the day after, because when I went a couple of days after, let's say 4 to 5 days, when they determined the death of the I don't want to say baby at that point, they just say that word, fatal or something. But anyways, when they determined the death, it was that day of the accident, because I guess they can see it when they do an ultrasound of when the fetus, that's the word, the fetus died. So I know that the accident must have brought it on, but then who knows? I believe in God, and so that means that this particular soul had to go home with God, and you know, that was their short life on earth. I was about 11 maybe weeks, 11 to 12 weeks when I lost the baby. This was last year. So I ended up getting pregnant again. So this is a rainbow baby at 39, because at 39 I found out I was pregnant, then I turned 40. So 39 was a big age for me, because at 39 I lost a child and I got pregnant again. But why I'm telling you this story is because once you do lose a baby and you go through another pregnancy, it's not a normal pregnancy. And the only reason I know a little bit about it is because before my first baby, which now is 14 years old, I had a miscarriage at 23 or 24, somewhere there. So I had a miscarriage before my first, and it was also very devastating, and I was very heartbroken. So I have the first rainbow baby, which is, her name's Maya. You guys all know her from this channel. And so I know that the pregnancy after miscarriage is not the same as the healthy pregnancy without miscarriage, because I've had both. The pregnancy after miscarriage is a very anxious, hard pregnancy to carry. So to all the women out there, if you did miscarry and you are pregnant again, I'm so sorry. God bless you. I am so happy for you that you got pregnant, or if you're trying to get pregnant, please don't stop, because it will happen for you 100%. It just takes time sometimes. But once you do get pregnant, you don't understand. Like the first trimester, I couldn't even make a video. I actually wanted to make a video in the first trimester, but I couldn't get myself to make a video because the anxiety of losing a baby, the anxiety of always waiting for it to happen was so overpowering. And I kept telling myself, you went through this already. This is your baby number 5. And still I couldn't do anything. The instinct of a woman is just made this way, where I felt so protective. I remember I couldn't even tell anyone that I was pregnant for a while, you know, because you need to overcome all these thoughts. You are always constantly waiting to miscarry the first trimester. It's in your head. There's nothing I could have done about it. Honestly, I felt so relieved when we got to second trimester, and obviously when, you know, you go through your regular appointments, the heartbeat of the baby is good, everything is good. But still, right now I still have these anxieties because I think they say that the safest cutoff is like 20 weeks, which obviously I'm not there yet. So I am waiting for those 20 weeks because I feel like I'm still anxious at times. I'm much better, but still anxious. So if you're out there, you miscarried and you're pregnant with a rainbow baby, I want you to know you're not alone. All these thoughts are normal. The thoughts of not being happy that you're pregnant. You know, I've been wanting this baby so much because we obviously miscarried and we tried again and we got pregnant with God's blessing. But I felt like I couldn't enjoy this pregnancy because I kept thinking that what if I miscarry? What if I miscarry? And I was thinking, how is it that I can't enjoy the fact that I'm, you know, finally pregnant and I wanted to be pregnant so badly. And so it's okay. I found out that it's normal from my own self because once I got into second trimester, my thoughts calmed down, my anxiety calmed down. Like I just finished the first trimester. And I feel like once you calm down, you can start enjoying the pregnancy. Because in the first trimester, I couldn't even let myself dream. You know, when you are pregnant, you always dream, oh, how the baby's gonna look like, oh, how you're holding the baby. You know, you get these thoughts of like you and, you know, your husband holding the baby, or maybe birth, like things that make you happy. And I couldn't let myself into that world of thoughts. I wanted to just go through it and not think about the baby at all. Like, I'm gonna go through it. And this is part of the mechanism that I think your brain just tries to protect you. Like if something goes wrong, your brain is just like, okay, well, at least we're not gonna get the emotional part set up onto that, you know? So I think that I only now let myself finally breathe and kind of dream about the baby, about the birth, you know, even to look at like kids' clothes. When I used to shop in the first trimester, I would avoid anything that has to do with bottles, kids, babies' clothes, and I didn't know why. And that made me sad because I was thinking, why am I avoiding all this? Like, is something wrong with me? Why am I not happy about this pregnancy? I wanted it so much. It's not that you're not happy with the pregnancy. It's that your brain is afraid so much to get hurt that it automatically shuts down all of that for you, if that makes sense. So if that's you, I just want you to know you're not alone, because I felt very lonely in the first trimester in those thoughts. Like I felt like I didn't want to share them with anyone because I wanted this baby so much, and now I'm having all these thoughts, and I kind of just let them be in me, and I let them live, and I just calmly observed myself. But then now I see that I'm coming back to my normal self and letting myself loose and letting myself dream, and I'm actually okay now with even talking about it. So miscarriage is a pain that goes away with time, and especially if you're pregnant again after miscarriage, it's gonna take some time until you let yourself be calm inside and the anxiety will pass. But it will pass. So I do want you to know that you're not alone. If any of you want to email me or talk to me, you know, about anything, I'm going to state my email here right now. Like if you're anxious, if you have any questions for me, anything that you want, I'm here for you. This channel is a way for me to give back. This channel is a way for me to give back to the community, to give back to the families, to share what works for me, for my kids, for my family. I have a lot to share in terms of what I do, how I do it with the 4 kids, you know, how I do the food prep, how I do the cleaning, how I do their schedules, how I can kind of organize everything into one. And so I'm hoping that me going through all this and getting interesting advices and things that you can use as well, hopefully it will be helpful for others, and that will bring me joy. So that's kind of the goal for this channel, is to have other moms as my tribe, to have other families as my tribe, other dads. But this is going to be a family-oriented channel 100%, which it always was. It's just that my concentration was more for fun vlogs, and that's kind of what I enjoyed to do the first 2 years. And now I'm sort of shifting to more giving to you anything that I can in terms of how I do things. Hopefully that will help you too. The last thing I want to talk about is hair. I know it's a little bit unexpected, but I do want to talk about it. My hair became a little flat when I was in the first trimester. I think it's due to the fact that the baby's taking so many vitamins onto the placenta and onto the growth of the baby. I wanted to stress how much a shampoo really helped me. I know this sounds really silly, but I did found only one shampoo on the market that is 100% natural. It's by Derma Change. I will link it below. It helps with growth of the hair, restoration, and overall, if you see me right now, I'm going to post a picture here. I went 2 years ago and I became completely blonde, like white blonde, but the salon didn't do it right. They just opened up and they completely fired up my hair. Like it was like literally chunks of it everywhere, and it was a really bad story. I'll show you right here, the photo. The only thing that helped me with the hair is a lot of research to get to this point where my hair is actually super natural, okay? And this shampoo. I am going to be an advocate for this shampoo because all my kids try it. I have 3 girls and 1 boy, and all my girls have long hair. They just love it. It helps with growth. It helps with any problems, and it is 100% natural. There isn't a single shampoo on the market that is 100% natural other than this. I think, no, actually there is. I think Dr. Brown's is one, but they're more for everything. I use Dr. Brown's. They're more for cleaning and body wash and shampoo and everything. This is shampoo and conditioner, and it's just so amazing. I can't even tell you. If you try it once, I know that most people stick to it because they just see the difference, because with a couple of washes, your hair becomes natural. It doesn't have that effect of fake hair. And those of you that that obviously use colors and whatnot, you know what I mean. Like this shampoo makes your hair actually natural, actually alive. You see how alive my hair is? It's not dry. It doesn't feel like it's fake hair. It's actually like, it's really nice. And I don't wash it a lot. I think I wash it once, twice a week max. And so this really helped me. And hopefully this helps you too. So I'm going to link it down below. And I think that's about it for this video that I wanted to stress. Wanted to talk about all these new things that are happening in my channel. I am going to try to make a video every week. That way we're all, you know, on the same page for pregnancy, and also anything helpful that I can stick in the video, I will, because I think we are, as moms, should help each other, you know? That's kind of where I am at right now. It's Margarita Skypin. I hope you love my channel. I hope you are with me. If you're new, welcome, and I hope you stay. I love you all. I am sending you all blessings, and to be healthy and happy. Bye. I just remembered that I wanted to show you the bum, because that's what they do. I've seen that in some other videos. So hold on, I'll show you the bum, end of the first trimester bum. So this is it. I do have a bigger bum than I think most. I think it has a lot to do with the fact that it's baby number 5, and maybe because it's, you know, maybe because it's just a larger baby.